Hello, it's Blockchain here coming at you with another technical analysis update. For those of you just tuning in, I'm primarily an Elliott Wave trader using other areas of Confluence and other technical analysis to really complement my price analysis. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the charts. All right, guys. Before we dive into the charts, of course, we're starting off on blockchaintrading.com. I did have a pretty awesome announcement for those of you who caught the videos before. I actually did launch a masterclass I'm holding 6 live sessions for, completely sold out. So thank you guys for the ones that have signed up for it. Very exciting stuff. Got some pretty good feedback on the first course, and we have 5 more to go. So I do want to say thank you for that. If you did miss out, I will have a second round. However, it probably won't be live, but it will also, the prices will be going up as well. I might do a special launch price for that as well once it becomes available for everybody else, so I'll stay tuned. So make sure you guys subscribe to the email on the website or subscribe to the site so that we can stay up to date with all of the new products that's coming out. And we still do have the Discord for $25 a month or $147 a year where you do get access to Signals channels. But the biggest thing that I do want to highlight is right here for my #1 trading strategy. Make sure you guys jump on if you have not gotten this already. It's completely free. Just click to get in touch, and I will send you a video walkthrough of my #1 trading strategy that is consistent, profitable, reliable, and applicable to any market, not just crypto. It also applies to stocks as well. So make sure you guys get that if you have not already. So on this one, guys, I'm going to dive into a account that I have right here on ETH. And for those of you who've seen my channel before, I've been really looking at a couple different things for ETH. I don't like this right here. I also don't like this right here. In regards to making an impulsive, I am primarily an Elliott Wave trader, so that is my go-to. That's the primary strategy that I use. And I've been looking at this. Is this a ABC potentially in regards to did the 5-wave finish off here, starting this impulsively, or did it finish here, making it kick off in a 3-wave move? Well, throughout the studies, I guess, that I've been doing, I've been reading the new Elliott, or not the new one, but I've been reading a new book. It's the Elliott Wave book by Neely, and I stumbled across something, and this actually matches up perfectly, so I wanted to go through it with you guys. So before, what I was looking at is just a bunch of 3-wave moves, and I've just been trying to make an impulsive, and I just haven't been able to find anything. So basically, we would have this guy here. Look at something. Should believe I had it like this, and just full of ABCs. So right here, ABC, the 3-wave WXY, ABC zigzag, and 3-wave corrective with another ABC right here, right? You see 5 waves in this move. You can see 5 waves here, 3 waves here, 5 waves here, and 3 waves here. So I'll go ahead and label the insides real quick, just so you can see what I'm saying in regards to what I'm talking about from a 3-wave move. I'm not going to get that specific with it, so it's on a little bit different level. But 3-wave right here, three-wave right there, 3-wave right here, and then same thing with the transitions. So 3-wave right here, and three wave right here. And the fibs match. When you pull your fibs on all these guys, they do match. So, boom, 786. $1.382 and again 1.382. So everything matches, quite well when it comes to the fibs, and it just matching, pretty nice for a three-wave corrective motion. So you can kind of see what I'll be talking about here in regards to this WXYXZ it's what's called a waterfall effect, and it is common when you have a triple three combination. When I say triple three, we have obviously three waves, three waves, three waves, three waves, so on and so forth. So it's just it's a corrective move, and it's not impulsive, which means that ultimately we need to come down and correct. And when we correct, in my opinion, it's going to be pretty hard. But if you take your fib retracement and do the whole move, we'll move these to the side a little bit, snug it up. But you can see we came up and we tagged the 1.618. So we have the 1-to-1 right here, right? 1.618. And then when we do the same thing for this guy, we have the 382 that it tags. And that's what's called the waterfall effect. So you have your 1-to-1 move, your 618 move, and then your 382 move. And the fibs just match. It matches up perfectly for a corrective wave, meaning that we've already hit the 382 on this guy, which means that this guy is done according to Elliott wave on this particular move. Obviously, anything in higher invalidates this entirely, and this whole count is wrong, and it's something entirely different. However, from a wave structure standpoint, from a fib, retracement standpoint, it matches. Even the trend-based fibs, it matches. So that's what I was looking at, and that's what I just found that I wanted to show you guys and share with you, that we've maxed out on where we've gone, which is giving me overall bias to lean towards the downside. I know everyone's super bullish right now, it seems like, in the market, but from where we are currently, it's kind of tough for me based upon that to be super bullish, just because of this whole wave structure right here. One, it's very corrective. There's nothing impulsive about this entire structure, in my opinion. And I've really tried to go on the battle and find something to where we can, potentially be stronger on something a little bit more impulsive, but I just can't find it, and this whole structure just comes across as corrective. So with the waterfall effect lining up with it for a WXYXZ, that just kind of solidifies it, in my opinion. We may get a little pump back up and retest the high, but really it sounds like, to me, based upon everything that I've seen and everything that I've been looking at in regards to the charts, is this guy's wrapped up. So may get one more little pump up, retest it, but I think ultimately we're going to come back to the downside, and we're going to come back to the downside fairly hard. If you look at the RSI, and this is the 4-hour, but I've actually covered this in the masterclass in regards to how to spot a trend reversal. And based upon how the RSI has moved, and we come back down on this 4-hour, it's looking pretty bearish. Let's change the time frame up a little bit. Let's look at the daily here. So for the daily, we are still in the bullish control zone. Um, let's see. And we did dip underneath the fast EMA, but still finding support on the bottom. If we lose the support of the bullish control zone, then obviously that would give me a little bit more support. But I think just where we are currently, ultimately we got to make a decision, and it's getting to that point where we're going to have to make a decision here pretty quickly, just because we can only go sideways for so long. But everyone's leaning towards a break to the upside. I'm personally looking for a break to the downside. Either way, whatever way we go, I think we're going to have a pretty good move in regards to how far we go and how quickly we go, just because we got to break through resistances and some support. So if we go to the upside, right here on ETH, pretty heavy resistance right at the 156 mark, 158, which is where we went up and tagged before. So we need to break through that with power. So we would want to make sure we bust through it and then go through with some power, so that way we can establish some support. Kind of like how we did up here for a little bit. We had support, but we just kind of tapered off and fell right back down. And same thing if we drop to the downside. We have a lot of support that's underneath us at the moment. Particularly looking at the 225 range. We're also, let's see, at the 209 range, the 200 range, a lot of different areas of support underneath this. So that's what we're going to have to watch, and we'll watch the wave structure as it forms when we drop or go up, and that will give us a better indication of ultimately which way we are going to go. Really here in the near term, it's pretty tough to look at, just in regards to we just a lot of sideways movement, so not a lot of interest really. Ultimately we just got to make a decision here. I doubt it'll be this weekend. We don't normally get craziness on the weekend. We normally don't have trend reversals happening on the weekend, but come potentially Monday, early Monday morning for me. I'm PST, so Pacific Standard Time, so potentially even before everything gets rocking and rolling Monday. But just where we are currently, we have not a lot of good wave structures to go off of. Even if we go back out to the 4-hour here on the near term, we can be looking at a couple different things in regards to either this guy is either an ABC, or this whole structure right here finishes up here at the top. Then we have potentially a wave 1 coming up, and this is our 2, and then back down for a 3. If that's the case, if we're looking at wave 1, I'd be looking for a retest of around 200 for ETH, and then ultimately roughly 185. Matches up with some really good support levels based upon the fibs, so it's where we found some good support before. So we'll probably have a few bounces if we go back down to the downside. If we go up to the upside, nothing really impulsive. The only thing that would really be is if this is a ABC right here in the middle. Now, depending where we finished it in regards to, this could be an ABC, because it does match right here for an expanded B wave, then coming down for the expanded C. Both of those do match for the fib extensions, and we really could be doing something similar. I guess something close to something like this here. Come back up, retest the highs, potentially double top, and then come back down. But ultimately, if this is a 3-wave up, once we get our C wave, we can have a larger C wave. We can look at a couple different extensions if this is a C wave to get us to the upside. So if this is a C wave here, we can go up to the 1.618, which is at 277. Because of the prior wave structure, I just don't see us going back up really above. I think we may come up and we might retest the top. However, I don't think that we're going to, really get much higher or, break some crazy highs. I know everyone's pretty bullish at the moment, and I think that may potentially could could definitely play a factor in what the price action goes to, but we will see. We'll definitely see what we're paying attention to, what we look for. But like I said, we can get it. We'll see a wave up here, potentially double top, and kick us back down to the downside, or we could ultimately just roll over here. If we look at our support and resistance zones, yeah, I mean, a lot of bullishness going on, so we will see. It'll be interesting to pay attention to as it forms out. So I'll keep you guys posted, but I did want to share this large account with you guys on a larger time frame. So make sure you guys put in your comments. Let me know what you think. If you're bullish, if you're bearish, if you think we're topped up, or if you think we're going to the moon. I would love to hear it and see what you guys have your opinion on. Drop them in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys subscribe, ring that little bell, smash the like buttons, and I hope to see you guys in the Discord.